Alright, we're back. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins, Part 3. I'm Damashi, this is Hakai, and we're talking to Duncan and Irving. Last time, we didn't do much of anything. We ran around, collected some codexes, we got a staff, and a hat that is hideous, which is why we have that mod to turn off helmets. And we learned some interesting lore about the world of Dragon Age Origins, in particularly the Circle, the Rite of Annulment, yada yada. Pleased to meet you.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
I would like to defend Ferelden.
With the Darkspawn invading, we need all the help we can get, especially from the Circle.
What do you mean?
The power you mages wield is an asset to any army. Your spells are very effective against large groups of mindless Darkspawn. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another Blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and Darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
Thank you, First Enchanter.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Thank you.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I will do that.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
It would be my pleasure.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
So, for those who are wondering, I am role-playing Hakai as someone that is deeply, deeply loyal to First Enchanter Irving. Above all else, actually. More than a teacher's pet, more like... less of a teacher's pet, more of... this character has undying loyalty to Irving. For pretty much everything that he's done for him. So that's why I'm playing him the way I am. I've been trying to change up my voice, specifically whenever I talk to First Enchanter. Am I going the right direction? Yes, okay. Be nice if I could zoom out on the map. Is it possible? Nope! That gets rid of it. Okay then. There is... what? I was about to say, there's an invisible tranquil here?
Thank you for escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you?
What's happening outside the tower?
Ah, I imagine you don't leave very often, do you?
We are permitted to walk the grounds.
And thus a good view of the other side of the lake. It must feel rather isolated way out here. I am not a good source of news, I fear. I am preoccupied with the Darkspawn incursion.
How many mages have joined the King's army?
When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Ferelden sent only 7 mages to Ostagar. I asked King Kaelin's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle.
Why doesn't the king come himself?
The king must remain with the army. He is quite busy, after all.
How many mages could you possibly need?
I hope to place a mage or 2 within every contingent. I cannot do with just 7. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn have their own magic, and our resources must exceed theirs.
Do you think I could join the army?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes, I think I could help.
Then perhaps I shall speak to Irving about this later. Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting.
As an apprentice, old men talking have defined my life.
Yes, I'm sure they did.
Can you tell me more about Grey Wardens and Darkspawn?
Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects, after all.
Have there been many Darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
That sounds ominous.
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
I thought the Darkspawn were destroyed in the last blight.
We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back.
I heard about Darkspawn sightings, but an entire horde?
They usually move around in small groups, but there are always more of them, lurking underground, biding their time.
Why were you, Irving, and Gregor arguing about the war?
It is not my place to comment.
Please? I'd like to know.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must.
Yes, but they were arguing about the war.
Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
What are your opinions on the matter?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
I'd like to talk more, but I have duties to attend to.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Codex. Oh god, more characters. I thought I clicked on these. Okay. I believe that's it for Codex. I'm gonna get real sick of stopping to Make sure you guys can see the codex over time. Hey, Jowan.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
Going through another personal crisis.
Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious.
Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You're starting to worry me, Jowan.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please. We should be safe here.
You realize there's a priest standing right there?
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Wait, I've seen you before.
I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
My condolences, Lily.
Very funny.
You can't have brought me here to chat about love.
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
If you can't feel it, then you can't feel sad about it.
That makes it so much worse, doesn't it? Not knowing how much you have lost.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
Why would they do this to you?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
And are they right about that?
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
But can't you just explain everything to someone?
If we tell anyone, Lily will be punished. If you care about what happens to me, help us.
I need to think this over.
I suppose that's fair. But please, give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
So Hakai foolishly thinks that if he questions Irving about it, maybe he can do something.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters?
Of course, First Enchanter.
I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man.
I agree. It was my privilege to have met him.
Grey Wardens are peerless warriors who sacrifice all for our sakes. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
Why do you have books on blood magic on your desk?
I've removed them from the library. I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They will be put away somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else?
When is Jowan going to go through the harrowing?
When he is ready.
Jowan fears he is going to be made tranquil.
And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become First Enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut.
Please, I beg you, don't do this to Jowan.
Gregor says he has proof and eyewitness testimony that Jowan has been practicing blood magic. I cannot say more. Were it left to me, things might be different. But the Chantry, I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen.
I must abide by the Circle's will.
I'm sorry, but it must be done. It's not such a bad thing. Jowan will come to terms with it, as will you.
Jowan is planning to escape the Rite of Tranquility.
Oh, interesting. What more do you know?
I only know he plans to destroy his phylactery.
And I suppose his lady friend is involved? Yes, she must be helping him. She would know more about the repository than he would. Do you know anything else?
No, I came directly to you.
I suspected Lily would tell him of the impending rite if she found out. But I never expected they would have the gall to break into the repository.
What should we do now?
Reporting him to Gregor and the Templars will accomplish nothing beyond what's already planned. If the Circle must punish one of its own, I will see the Chantry done the same courtesy. Lily will not walk free while my apprentice suffers.
That's rather vicious of you.
And Chantry and Templars are models of magnanimity. They would make us all tranquil if they could, and call it a kindness. They fancy themselves our guardians, sitting smugly on their righteousness. The Chantry must be reminded that not all of them are blameless.
What are you getting at?
If we mention her involvement, the Chantry will say that she was framed. No, she must be caught in the act.
You are right. The Chantry would do the same to us.
If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Jowan will become tranquil, but Lily must also face the consequences of her actions. How did you learn of their plan? Do they trust you?
Jowan told me their intentions, but I don't know the plan.
Then do this. Learn the plan and offer to help carry out their scheme. With solid proof of their crime, we can act.
I will do as you ask.
Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
Date. I'm going to save again. Let me check the timer on the recording. I say we can keep going for a little bit longer. Why not? Pressing the wrong buttons. Quality gameplay that you come to expect from this channel. So, Akai doesn't like that he's doing this. But his loyalty to Irving surpasses any loyalty or friendship he has for Jowan.
Are you going to help us?
Circumstances are different now. I'm ready to help.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
Tell me your plan to make it quick.
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The First Enchanter and Knight Commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
It can't be that easy.
What if it is? We have to try. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
I will go to the stockroom and retrieve this rod.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Yes, you'd only slow me down.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
So I guess I should talk about what I chose my first playthrough. In fact, what I chose for my first few playthroughs, which was I helped Jowan. And I didn't tell first Enchanter Irving a thing. In fact, I didn't even know for my first couple playthroughs that talking to Irving was an option. And ever since then, I've always chosen it.
You are back. Has something gone wrong with the plan?
Do you expect something to go
If
wrong?
you do your job, I will do mine, and everything will go smoothly.
How will you know when we get into the repository?
I will know. Trust me.
I should go now.
Yes, you should not be seen talking to me, lest Jowan and Lily become suspicious.
Okay, so I thought I could do this now, but I'm gonna have to go to Owain first. Happen again. I'm curious if that actually shows up on the recording. Owain?
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
I need a rod of fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
I need the rod for my research into burning things.
Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
I will be back shortly.
Thank you.
So, I'm going to save before I do this, because I'm going to be testing something that I've never done before. And it has to do with her. Because because there are a couple of ways you can get this form signed. I'm going to be going the first Enchanter route, but there's a quest involving her that I'm curious if I can do if I have Jowan and Lily with me.
You are back. Has something gone wrong with the plan?
I need this form signed.
A rod of fire? Why do you... I understand. Trying to break through the door this way. Interesting.
What's so interesting?
The phylactery chamber door is warded and resists all magic worked upon it.
What am I supposed to do then?
Not easy breaking into a locked chamber, is it? Still... yes. The phylactery chamber shares a wall with the artifact vault. Age and dampness seeping up from the ground have weakened a segment of it. You can break down this part of the wall to gain entrance into the chamber.
How would I do this?
We have an old Tiventa device in the vault. It may have been used for defense, or possibly entertainment. It amplifies spells. Use the rod on this artifact, and aim it at the wall.
What if it destroys everything else in the room?
The artifact releases controlled bursts of energy. Just aim it in the right direction.
You know more about these things than I do.
One more thing. Do not be quick to suggest there is another way in. I don't want Lily and Jowan to suspect. Make it seem like you came up with the idea yourself. Here is the form with my stamp. Owain will release the rod to you now.
I believe on the route where you are actually, for real, siding with Jowan and Lily, you do come up with the idea yourself. At least either you will come up with it or they will. I actually don't recall. So, I shouldn't have quick saved. But,
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
yes, I know who you are. Here's the signed form for the Rod of Fire.
Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Alright, so... gonna have to look at the map again because I don't remember where I'm going. Back this way. I believe to the left? Yep. Okay. So, join the party.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
I have the Rod of Fire.
That was quick.
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits.
Oh, you poor, stupid people. Yeah, it sure was quick. Alright, now we're finally gonna talk to her.
Yes?
What's that door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this.
As you know. Do you have rods of fire in there?
No, that's something the Tranquil deal in. This storeroom is for raw magical materials and alchemical substances. Lyrium, basilisk, blood, and so on.
Can I look inside the cavern?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
Keep safe? Aren't the Circle stores most meant to be used?
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
So, why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and ugh. Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
Do you need any help?
I could use some, I'm sure. I've been too busy with my new duties. I haven't been able to deal with the spiders. If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one.
Alright, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
I'm totally not going to use this as an excuse to steal whatever I want. Alright, so... spell power versus magic. Let me read what the difference is, and I'll just cut past this. This will be the last thing we do with the video. Alright, so this will be the last thing we do with the video. And after that, I will cut the recording. I'm gonna zoom out in tactical view for this. Spirit Charm. And private documents. Study. Nope. There we go. So I'm actually going to edit tactics real quick. Shoot, activate mode, flaming weapons. If there are enemies where I feel the need to use Flame Blast, I'll just cast it myself. I don't trust the AI to do it. There you go. Right, I'm gonna save. We're gonna paralyze you.
Alright, alright. Watch in horror as I rip you apart! It's a massacre and no one's getting out alive!
Oh, There is some lyrium and some copper. What? What's attacking me? Oh dear. I should have waited. Lily, a little help here.
Is it time to kill something? I'll get on it. You're in a little over your head.
Jowan, why are you injured, buddy?
I'll get on it.
Magic staff. That'll be good to sell later.
Got it.
Try not to die here! Now we fight!
Oh god, it's fast.
I don't like this.
I hate how I have to wait a bit to see if it actually has any loot or not.
Let's
Is it just one? I'm gonna stun it.
I'll get on it.
Oh, you're such a pest! Oh, dear!
We are absolutely equipping that. So, I'm having a really easy time. And if I continue to have a super easy time, I will consider maybe upping the difficulty to max. Consider it. Because I still want to have a good time. Granted, I'm having an easy time because I'm using a full party. A almost full party. I usually do this solo. I hate the noises spiders in this game make. It is the worst.
I'll do my
Who
best!
wants their hair on fire?
Oh, I do hate violence!
Excellent!
Lyrium.
Why can't
Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away. Para.
Let's do this quickly!
Let's see what you're made of!
Okay, level up. So, what do I want? Dump all points into magic. Another point of improved coercion. I might as well get this now. While I'm here. Because I want to get Fireball fairly soon.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off
Even
my
though I
back?
can't get it right now, I do want it. Eventually. Christ, I hate it. I hate
I'll
the
get on
noises they make. It's the worst. It's just, it is just audio assault. I hate it. Gonna do one more. I'm pretty sure we've cleaned out the cave, but I'm gonna do one more rounds. And likely speed it up if this takes me a bit. Alright, that looks to be it. I'm just gonna go rush to the finish line then. Alright, so we're gonna end the video after we talk to, what was her name again? The Hora? I'm gonna say before I do this conversation.
You're back. Are the spiders gone?
I've dealt with your infestation.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here.
Do you have anything useful to give me?
I do. I put aside these potions some time ago, but never found a use for them. Here, I hope they'll be helpful to you.
Right, so sheet items. Got some potions. Some items and crafting stuff. Alright, we are set. So, I'm going to walk us over to the to our next dungeon. And I will end the recording. And then join me again for part... Is this part 4, I believe? Yes, it'll be part 4. As soon as I figure out where I'm going. I believe it's this way? Oh my god, I hate this tower. I hate it. Navigating this place is kind of... like, frustrating for me. Hey, there's a book here. I could just mouse over it. Get some of that sweet EXP. And I'll let you guys read that. Did I talk to you guys?
I can't wait for my harrowing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Jowan's been acting weird all day. Have you seen him?
He's right here! Oh, there's another book I missed. I'm gonna click on it. Are there any more books that I missed somehow when I first came through here? Alright, here's the dungeon that I went into on accident, I think a part or two ago, which had the terrible music. Alright, join me again next time for more Dragon Age Origins, or watch the other videos that are on the channel. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like the video, comment down below, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel, because it tells me you like my content and want me to keep making it. It also helps the channel grow. Until next time, later.